Now, police say they are intensifying their fight against crime in one of Johannesburg's most troubled communities. Eldorado Park has been plagued by gang violence, drug abuse and violent crime. This is where Gauteng Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Tommy Mthombeni will lead Operation Shanela tonight. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is on the ground and brings us the latest. A very good evening to you, Katleho. Take us through some of tonight's operations.
Thanks, Masa. Indeed, Operation Shanela well underway here in the community of Eldorado Park. And it's one that hasn't happened in quite a while, but certainly I imagine the residents of Eldorado Park hopefully welcoming this, as for years they have complained about a lack of police visibility and also boots on the ground, but also calling for SAPS to work with them in dealing with some of the crimes that happen within this community. And as you correctly outlined there, Masa, much of the crime in Eldorado Park widely reported being gang-related, and that the community feeling up at ends as to how they can deal with it. Just a few months ago, there was an imbizo here which took place between police and the community, in which the community was able to outline what some of the pressing challenges have been, but the community policing forums as well, asking to be supported and resourced and to work with SAPS in stamping out crime in the area. But to bring into the conversation, I do have with me Lieutenant General Police Provincial Commissioner Mr. Mthombeni. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Perhaps we can start with some of the most pressing matters. Sorry, Commissioner. Oliver Bosch was the story that happened earlier today, where we saw a few fatalities there. Can you bring us up to speed as to what's happening there? Have there been any arrests?
Thank you very much. Greetings to the viewers at home. We really appreciate for the opportunity. Just for an update for Oliver Bosch, you know, for the fact is at Extension 19, the section called Shoba. We have been in that space as one would say. We have established a formidable team under the command of Brigadier Nama, who is in charge of serious and violent crime. I must just indicate that the integrated team includes crime intelligence as well as the tracker team, as well as a criminal record center and crime scene management. Safe to say the numbers is still 5 in terms of the fatalities and 9 hospitalized. We must just indicate that that liquor outlet, it is illegal, and the owner have been arrested. And further than that, there was illegal connection. We have integrated work with the city of Tshwane. We have added a charge of illegal connection. We also get Home Affairs for verification. We realize that the owner does have, you know, the papers, though he's not South African. And further than that, previously, I would say on the 16th of May, we had an authorized Section 13.7 cordon and search. We were in that specifically in that area, where on that operation we arrested 237 illegal immigrants, of which 17 liquor outlets were closed. Out of that 17, it includes this one, where this incident have occurred. We will continuously in ensuring that we are in that space, in ensuring that the communities are and they feel safe.
So, Provincial Commissioner, bringing us back to Eldorado Park, the communities has often spoken with police in terms of what their grievances are. Why have you singled out the community today in terms of today's operation?
Once more again, thank you very much. Before we start with this operation, we normally converge with our stakeholders. It came out clearly during, the taking of a brief that this area is still having some concerns in terms of attempted murders, which leads to murders. And of course, you assault GBH or assault with intent to do grievous bodily harm. Your business robberies, the car hijackings, as you can see, we have staged the roadblock in there. I must just indicate that in that briefing, we were sitting with the councillors, we're sitting with the NPA. As you can see here, we're having the councillor here. The councillor is with us on this Roadblock. We're having also another councillor who's here. And we are pleased that we're having at least, 2 councillors. One must indicate that before we start, we have the pre-operations. With these pre-operations, with the detectives, we managed to arrest 777 suspects wanted, of which 150 is gender-based violence. I must indicate on this second phase, we were in a position, as you can see, we are quite busy. With the pre-operation, arrested 18 people for drunken driving. We have, of course, arrested 19 illegal immigrants. 4 liquor outlets. As we know, these liquor outlets, they are generators of the crime. As we have spoken about, Oliver North Bosch. So we have since closed 4. One must just indicate that the night is still young. We are continuing in ensuring that we are in this space as the operation is integrated with other law enforcement agencies, as and when you see the presence of the law enforcement agency, that itself would give a sense of the community feeling that they are and they feel safe.
And I guess just the last one, Mr. Mthombeni, from your side, as you mentioned, councillors with you in this kind of setting. What have your engagements been in terms of police with councillors, with community leaders, and I guess even CPF members?
Yes, of course. Community Policing Forum, they are here. And I'm sorry that I did not mention them. Those are our lifetime partners. We are, of course, highlighting some of the challenges, or the councillors, the community, they highlight some of the challenges. On their reflection, we look as to say, how can we assist each other? As we know for the fact that crime affects everyone. And we know that in this space, we are troubled in terms of the gang-related cases, and of which you'll find that in most cases, people who are within these activities is young people of 16 years old. It has been indicated by the role players, including the chairperson of Community Policing Forum, to say we have to work together. We have to make sure that we are in the space and make sure that where possible, we have to provide the information, and where our stakeholders, they're having information of police colluding or collusions, they provide such information, and then we take it forward in ensuring that we work together. I think what is important is to ensure that we have that togetherness, because the enemy here is a crime. And we have to ensure that we fight this crime with whatever we have. As we work together, we can do more.
Leave it there for now, Mr. Mthombeni. Mr. Dagama, can I come to you if you don't mind? Sure. Just to get your sense about you working with the police in this operation, just what do you make of it?
I think it's quite important that the police hold not only roadblocks like this, but actually close the whole area. Because as you know, Eldorado Park has a lot of entrances. And we are standing here right now, but there's a lot more entrances outside. So that the operation in future is better coordinated and better, services provided on that. But I'd also like to ask Councillor Joera, and obviously being part of the CPF would be quite important. The community is supposed to participate within it, because how will the police know where all our criminals are if we don't participate and sit in these meetings and give guidance where necessary and give the necessary information? Joera?
Councillor?
Thank you so much. Firstly, I'd like to thank the PC, our Honourable PC, for bringing unity. It's very important that station commanders work with councillors, and I must say, and I want to thank Brigadier Maluleke for having that open door policy. We have been having challenges, and for as long as there's division between the police and ward councillors, yes, we are politicians, but at the end of the day, we have to fight crime together. So I must say, and I want to confirm, and I want to commend the Brigadier for enforcing and instilling his members to ensure that we fight crime daily. I want to say to the PC, we don't want this to stop. We want it to continue. And we want national government to understand that we require resources in Eldorado Park.
And Councillor, just a last one. Many of the issues in Eldorado Park are quite deep-rooted and they have been going on for a long time. How do we avoid this just being a once-off thing and see, results going forward?
I think what's important for us is to have engagements, the continuous engagements between CPF stakeholders, SAPS, JMPD, and ourselves as councillors. For as long as we have those engagements and we come to those boardrooms and we speak about these issues, we are able to then deal with the issues on the ground.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you. So certainly, Masa, you've heard it there from the police as well as the councillors in the area, Councillor Degama and Councillor Kaldeen there, speaking as people who understand the area, who live in it, but also saying that this kind of a collaboration is necessary between leadership within the community as well as the South African Police Service. So a number of arrests already outlined there by the Provincial Commissioner, but still highlighting that the night is still young and certainly operations will be continuing.
Katleho, thank you so much for that report. As we know, always calls for more police intervention in Eldorado Park.